Welcome to Manly Voices.
Sinking out. 1, 2, 3. Na, na, da, 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 da. Hello, one and all.
Hello, one and all.
Welcome back to Manly Voices.
We're having Zen time.
I'm Evan, also known as Ezen. Ezen. That's what my name is now, and this is Gabson.
Gibson. And you can't tell, but I'm currently in child's pose.
Is that what this is?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
as far as the audience knows, it's child's pose.
It's child's pose.
Yes.
No, this is basically Shavasana, which is.
Is that even a word?
Yeah. Fun fact: yoga pose Shavasana is just laying down and taking deep breaths. Yeah. When I used to take yoga classes all the time, I would leave during Shavasana because I wanted to go do like more workouts and stuff. Because it's something that you do at the end to like relax and decompress after yoga. But I was like, no, I'm still going. I don't have time for your Shavasana bullshit.
Personally, I could never do yoga because I never found it relaxing. It just wasn't
It's not really
my thing.
I don't know if I think of it. I mean, I like it because I just like stretching, but I wouldn't think of it as a relaxing.
And you're like a limber person as it is.
Yeah, but I mean,
so it comes pretty naturally.
That's very true. But it's like it's just a different kind of a workout. It's still a workout.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Whoopsie.
Don't be discouraged by the fact that it's not relaxing.
Yeah.
I did this Pilates bar class one time that one of the people I pet sit for got me for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
It was basically just like yoga, but with a ballet bar, and it was really intense. It like I'm a limber person, and it kicked my ass. I was sore for days. It felt so good.
Nice. Anyway, we're playing Danganronpa.
We're playing the fuck out of Danganronpa.
We're stretching it real far in this game. So we just started the final class trial. We're trying to figure out what the deal with these pictures are, and we're discussing the fact that we all have amnesia. But then Byakuya said he's got something else on his mind. You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about? The headmaster sat each of us down one at a time and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in the school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer? We say no, obviously. Actually, no.
No.
We all said we could.
Let's flash back again.
Even me, I heard myself say yes, I could spend the rest of my life at the school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know, I don't remember a thing. Okay, calm down.
Don't be dramatic about it. Bye, Torby.
Bye.
Same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing life here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember it or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever. That's just insane. How could I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept that. Am I right?
Please don't make me do a bullet time battle.
Oh, you sure are, because...
it's all true! What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, then there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have the one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Whoopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course, there's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time. But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. Okay.
Right?
That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
Oh, God.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we've lost. There must have been a purpose to it all, a reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive? You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us all to kill each other?
That has to have something to do with the memories you stole from us.
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so do you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else?
So until we do that, Either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery, so... The one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose.
Okay, so...
Mukuro Iwasawa's profile.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure? Exactly, you're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
Why did I do that there? I'm sorry.
Why? That's wrong, Evan.
I'm sorry.
That's wrong.
There must be a contradiction somewhere. So I think that's what we need. No,
Yeah.
Monokuma control room. That's what.
Yeah.
We need. So at Toko's last state.
Let's just get there. Let's just get there. Let's just fucking get it there. Nice.
Oh yeah, did it. Right, just as the timer now.
Break.
Break.
There's no question the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How did you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Back at the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma.
Hina's like, actually, I found it. So
Yeah.
give me
He's
credit.
like, well, you used me as a blast shield.
Yeah.
sir."
The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time, so there can't be any doubt the mastermind has been inside the school all along. There can't be any doubt? In which case, there can also be no doubt the mastermind is one of us.
Well, why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier. I'm sure I told you this already. This killing game began
We've
with
only
16
watched this
students.
flashback 17 times, so I think I've got it.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be the 16th student.
But how did they manage to survive all this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
It's not me. I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
Because it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived was actually because he was the mastermind himself, right? Ah, nuts, you got me. Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough, just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving the mystery. Well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about? If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing.
Let's talk
We've-
about you, baby. Let's talk about you, baby.
We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Let's talk about stabs.
Ow! Let's talk about death a little bit. Huh? But I thought
Little matter over there, little homicide here.
well, I'm gonna take my corpse to the old town road. Lacey at prom. I thought we figured that out. She died and she got hit in the back of the head. No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
What? Sorry, I was too busy looking at my thumb.
The other wounds.
Other wounds? I did it! All the wounds covering her body. This really killed her.
Really killed her.
Why are you doing that to Toko? Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma. Monokuma's just like behind each of them, like making little hand gestures. Yeah. The body was covered with old wounds, but these were several days old. Made it pretty clear those wounds were made at least a few days ago, so they can't possibly be what killed her. Consider this: what if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago? What?
What if when we discovered her body she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear many days old. That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all of those wounds before she ever came here. Huh? How do you know that? Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? Objection. You're wrong. She denied me before I could even say anything. Ooh.
What the hell, Toko?
Come on, I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay?
Are you sure?
Sure.
You're a serial killer.
Oh, Toko,
You're
classic
You're
Toko.
a little weird.
At least I listen to what I have to say before you. And she
you
just
deny.
cuts him off.
So if we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place?
In the first place.
Okay, so.
Okay, next. Thank you, next.
The profile. It's got to be the profile. Because the headmaster said she didn't have any sign of battle injury.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, whoops. She was in 100 different battles. So when you think about it.
Yeah, just go.
No, wait. Oh no.
You went and you missed.
Obviously, she got all those wins in battle. Are you finished?
Flubbed it. Whoa.
Oh, you made me go cutesy.
Aww.
I don't. These wins didn't come from battle. Okay. Try again. Ultimate Soldier, different battles. When you think about it. Come
Nice.
on!
Oh.
Damn it! I ran out. My focus meter is not as high as my health meter, and that throws me off a little. Plus, there's also like when I skip too much ahead, the sentence will not go with its full length.
Oh, right.
All right, so let's try a little to the left. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. First try.
Cool. yeah. Let's cut all that out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Break.
cut it all out.
We're gonna lean into our failures here on Manly
Nice.
Voices.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered the school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
What are you talking about?
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
What?
He's like, literally all I did was wake up this morning.
So we can be sure Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to the school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility.
Hey, don't show my cords, Mango.
It's dinner time.
When it,
Here, if you take over, I'll quickly.
Okay.
When examining her body, I found that her stomach and the head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her. Nice.
Killed her?
Mukuro's fatal injury has been added to our truth bullets.
Gotcha.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long? That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then what about the little matter of what happened last night? Oh. Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, it certainly couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the one who attacked me, it's the mastermind. The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me, but I was wrong. It wasn't her at all, it was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption is that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro's the one who attacked me, even if I didn't see their face. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker,
It's true.
it should be obvious.
Make your argument. Make your argument.
Test your might!
Monokuma file. Okay.
That's all we get?
We must have a flashback then.
Okay.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under the mask. I'm telling you, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another way. Oh, do you have to take that? Or...
We have to do the one that actually looks like a truth bullet.
Oh, darn
Or,
it.
Was it the right hand or the left?
oh, fuck. What is it? Mukuro. Do we have that? I don't remember. Oh no, it doesn't say. I don't remember.
I think it was the right hand.
Wait. Yeah, it was the right hand.
Okay, so
Yes.
Maybe the right foot or the left foot? Or could it be the hips? Those hips don't lie!
They don't.
Her most notable feature, her hips. Easy to spot area, so you never saw their face.
Bam! Nicely
no.
done. Never mind.
Shit. I think we possibly have to take that statement and put it at the right.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, so that might be easier than just... Yeah, it's difficult to figure that out sometimes. Break! No, that's wrong! Toko, stop singing. Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who was attacked me. Who attacked me?
Who would attacking me?
And there was no such tattoo! So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, okay, you got me. It wasn't her. But that doesn't prove it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night. Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Okay, sure, it couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
Yeah. If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
My third boob.
Oh! Okay. That's the...
Give it to me, baby!
Proves a beyond of a shadow of a doubt before I can say anything. Oh, she's unbuttoning her shirt one by one.
Oh wait, she seriously is.
Kyoko is removing her gloves. Ooh,
Ooh.
they look blacker than the rest of her.
Yeah, it's a different shade of black.
So maybe she got burnt or something.
Oh, you mean her hand?
Yeah, she took off her glove. Her
yeah,
left,
oh, I thought
her
you were
right
talking
hand.
about the gloves.
No,
Maybe it's just shadows.
maybe. Your hand.
Oh, that's right, her scars.
Yeah. Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? Happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced,
I exploded just like Toko did.
but only out of my hands.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we're gonna get a step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it really doesn't bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor those words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
Oh, we're not actually gonna see it.
I mean, I guess that's enough.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours!
That's rude.
Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet! Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown!
That's true. All we know right now is that she was killed. That she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that. You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing. And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed, just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else. The kitchen.
Oh.
We ate it with our breakfast every morning.
That is some Game of Thrones
That's where
shit.
Sayaka went! Oh no.
Oh, baby, no.
baby a triple pounder.
Oh, God. With cheese.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
The biolab.
Oh.
You mean the one on the 5th floor?
You got allergies, Toko?
Yes. Yes, she do.
That's right, it's actually set up to use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it's the perfect and to keep the body preserved at the same time. What are you doing, Torby?
He's just snooping.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden. And I have no doubt that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof. The tarp.
The tarp.
It was carried the
Chirp, 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 chirp,
What is that? Hey.
Oh, it's just a little piece of garbage. Torbjorn?
Is he fine? Alright.
I mean, he's a lab. He's eaten a lot of things that have concerned me a lot more than that.
Alright.
What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. It had some text had been stamped on the corner.
Oh, it says Biolab.
It says biolab.
Biolab.
Holy cow, how'd you notice that tiny little thing? Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Aw, that was almost a compliment.
This proves that tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed the tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers and put the coat on it afterwards. Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess! Where's your evidence? Prove the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved!
There's no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
What are you talking about? Closet or throat kind of thing.
Worked up?
I hope he goes into error mode.
He just mashes on the keyboard.
I'm not worked up!
I'm not.
I'm not maniacal. Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the
It
mastermind?
would literally be an exercise in seeing whose body is not in there.
Seriously.
Like, it could be that simple.
Right.
Anyway. You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency, one so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab? Are you talking about—
La la la! I can't hear you! La 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 la!
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about—
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
what one thing?
You got that one thing.
What do you
Baby,
think I'm talking
light
about?
up my world like...
Your family!
What?
Oh, yeah, that's right, they did.
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message!
Yeah, everyone got one.
Yeah. And now I need a new couch, so what?
What do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister? What do you think has happened to your
You
family?
look so determined.
Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Pow right in the kisser.
Pow, right in the kisser.
And the inconsistency that
Inconsistency.
where the numbers don't match up.
Make
Oh,
your
please.
argument.
Oh, it's the bullet time.
Okay.
Okay. Jeez, my hands are too sweaty for this.
Okay,
All right.
just get in the zone here.
Get in the zone.
Bump, 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 bump.
Bam. Oh my god, so many statements. So
Wow,
many
doing so
bullets.
great.
Thank you.
Everything is going so well for us.
Oh, so many bullets.
I'm not listening. Are you sure about this? What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Final
We already
strike.
did it. Biolab secret.
I can't hear you!
What? No.
Did you miss?
It's the biolab lights. Biolab lights. Take that. Oh god, I almost fucked up.
That was really intense.
Thank you. That was intense. Oh my god.
The inconsistency is so intense I can't make words. Kyoko's talking about the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue.
Yeah.
And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed. That's where everyone who's died is stored, and that's where all the scientists stored their lunch. It was mostly yogurt, don't worry about it.
That's worse.
Anyway.
Anyway, set up so that when a slot had a body,
nothing's
the
about
blue
shit.
light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted the number of blue lights there were, including the one Mukuro was in.
And there were only 9. Wow, what an uncanny resemblance to my speaking voice.
Wow.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Baby.
9 lines doesn't make sense. It should be 8.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
there should be 6 of us left.
But that would mean... why do you... Oh.
Oh.
I meant 10.
Oh.
An octopus? Don't tell me what... I don't know, I'm just hungry. We're getting real off track here. Okay,
Just
so it's
embarrassed
10.
Myself.
Because 10...
Plus 6 equals 16.
That is... Yeah. Math.
10 of the lights should have been on. That any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far and it should become clear.
That's right, the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was the golden turd.
Wow.
Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth, then Ifumi was seventh. Then Celeste didn't go anywhere but heaven.
Wow.
Sakura was ninth. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
Or
My rhyme
whatever.
scheme fell apart.
So, 10 people in all.
That's right, any other number should make you immediately suspicious.
Because Junko's not dead.
But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored in there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of the evidence!
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body since they actually killed her. And yet her body was left alone.
So, whose body disappeared? It may very well be that none of them disappeared. But if that's true, then why does the body count match? Including Monokuma. There have apparently been 10 deaths. Deaths. But there's only been 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies in murders. Why is that? What would take for... only 9 murders took place.
The same person
was
killed
killed twice. What about if the same person was killed twice?
Junko
Killed
isn't
twice?
dead.
Officially 10 murders have been committed, but one of the victims may have been murdered and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically you're right, I guess, but still, something like that could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
No, it is what happened.
I'll do one better. Why is Gamora?
It sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. But she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba. Or before she was killed,
Yeah.
She killed somebody else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at the bodily injuries of her, then that will become obvious.
And it'll become more obvious next
Next
time
time
on
on
Mandy
Mandy
Voices.
Voices.
We're getting really close. We're about to unveil the mastermind, and it's obvious at this point to us. But tune in next time for the definitive answer. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this
Oh,
video,
you're doing the whole outro.
please leave a like down
Oh my
below.
god!
And subscribe if you want to
Oh
see
my
more.
god!
And also leave a comment on what
Oh
voice
my god,
adventures
that's
you'd like
ugly.
us to do
I don't
next.
like that.
Until next time.
Bye!
Bye.